How long do you think a bear market for XRP lasts, and how long do you think a bull market lasts? Just think of that in your head really fast before I tell you the answer. How long is a bear market? How long is a bull market? Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is the blockchain backer bringing you the latest cryptocurrency news and analysis. And today is the new year. So happy new year, happy 2020 to everybody. And with 2020 comes the year of the Bitcoin block halving. So we have a lot of excitement in store for cryptocurrency here in 2020. And I'm trying to get used to saying that 2020, 2020, 2019, 2019. I don't know. Whatever. 2020, the year the Bitcoin block having a lot of excitement coming to cryptocurrency. And I hope you guys had a fun and a safe new year. I don't talk about this very often on my show or on my channel, but I don't drink. I don't party. I did a lot of that in my 20s, but I don't do that anymore. I've got a family and kids, and just my life is a lot less chaotic when I don't drink or do anything like that. So my new year was the most exciting new year you could ever imagine. A couple weeks ago, I went to the bank and I bought a couple of boxes of coins, like nickels and quarters that are all in their rolls. And I sat there at my coffee table in my living room doing coin roll hunting through some nickels and some quarters last night. And it was actually pretty awesome. I didn't find anything in the quarter box. I went through $500 worth of rolls of quarters, nothing. But I went through two boxes of nickels, so $200 worth of nickels. And in there, I did find some sweet stuff, a lot of stuff from like the 1930s and the 1940s and the 50s. I found some buffalo head nickels, and I found some silver nickels from 1942 to 1945. I know, right? Blockchain backer. That sounds super exciting that you went through coins for New Year's. But you know what? It's cool. I like it. It's fun. It's just one of those little hobbies that I have, and it's exciting. That was my New Year's. I'm sure you had a much wilder New Year's, and I hope you all are safe and doing well. In this video, we're going to talk about bull runs because, well, it's 2020. We've got a lot to look forward to. It's new beginnings, and hey, we're going to get out of this bear market this year, right? So let's look for the bull runs and prepare ourselves mentally for what they're like. Now, we get stuck in this trap of this bear market lasting so long that we don't have a mental preparation of how long a bull market lasts. And right now, before you start digging around on this chart and looking at it and figuring out the math of it or anything like that, how long do you think a bear market for XRP lasts, and how long do you think a bull market lasts? Just think of that in your head really fast before I tell you the answer. How long is a bear market? How long is a bull market? Well, if you thought they're about the same amount of time, well, you're way wrong. Bear markets last significantly longer than bull markets. Let's take a look at it like this. So here is a bear market from 2013 to 2017. That's going to be December 2013 all the way till March of 2017, followed by this bull. Boom. Look at it like that. Wow. That is actually a 40-month long bear market. 40 whole months, 3 years and 4 months, followed by a 58-day bull market. So that's right, less than 2 months. Anybody who was in that bear market for 3 years and 4 months woke up to a surprise in a matter of 2 months of their investment skyrocketing. Now, if we did that exact same type of bull run right now with XRP, that would mean we would have a $13 XRP by March. That's right, March. What would you mentally do if that happened, right? What if it started taking off with that kind of speed and that kind of momentum? Would you have a plan ahead of time? I know that I do. Anybody who's watched my channel knows that I have a plan, and I can promise you, it does not matter how fast it is going towards those targets. It does not matter the speed at which it collides into that target. I will follow my plan to the T. It does not matter if it goes from 20 cents to $13 in one day. It does not matter. I will still follow my plan all the way to get into that target. So I just recommend that you guys do the same thing. Have your plan set out. Be prepared, because when bull markets happen, they are crazy. And a lot of things happen in a bull market that you wouldn't expect expect. Your emotions can get jittered if you don't have a plan ahead of time and like stick to your plan. If you can be easily swayed off of your investment or off of your decision making because your plan wasn't strong, you can actually find yourself getting hurt pretty bad in a bull market and getting left behind. A lot of ways that this happens is you'll see that other coins will take off first. Think about how many cryptocurrencies there are, how many there are in the top 200, right? It's not a guarantee that XRP is going to be the very first one out the gates to go. It could be something else. And you could see your favorite Twitter personality, YouTube personality, whoever talking about this project and how excited they are about it because they own a bag of it. They might have bought the bag at the bottom, but now they're super excited that it's going way up and they're trying to convince you to get into it too. So you sell some of your other bag that hasn't taken off yet, you buy this bag that's already elevated, and then that one starts to fall and your original investment, which you already sold, is now taking off. And then you try to get back into it. That's called portfolio erosion, and it happens all the time in bull markets. So you need to go into it with a really good plan ahead of time to where you're not going to do that, right? You need to remember when a bull market happens, it will be crazy. It is fast, strong, and FOMO inducing in every way. When you see that if you own one investment and somebody else owns another investment and that other person has made 2,000% and you haven't, what does that incite inside of you? What happens to you? You have to be prepared for that you will not be shaken. Hey, for all we know, XRP could be the first one out the gates. I don't know, but I want to let you know that happens. I'll cover that more in depth in another video, but in this one, we'll just kind of stick to having a plan here because what happens a lot of times is people know this, right? There's going to be people who watch this video, and then when the bull run finally comes, they're going to remember, hey, this won't last forever. This will happen very quickly. And then they may sell too early. This is another way that you can erode your portfolio. You sell too early, but it just keeps going up. It just keeps going. And you think to yourself, oh my, I held through a 2-year bear market, and here we are. Every single day it's going up 50%, and I already sold. That's why I have set all my price targets, and I have a plan on the percentage of XRP that gets sold at each target. It doesn't matter if the price keeps going up beyond those targets because most of my bag will still be in there. I just get to achieve specific life goals at the exact moment the price hits what I'm looking for because we don't know which one it's really going to reverse at. But if we take some profits along the way, all good. Now let's head over to TradingView. A lot of people ask me, what charts am I using to do this? I use CoinTrader.pro to do most of my like long-term analysis. When I'm looking at it from like 2013 to now, I like to use CoinTrader because it's got all the data. But when I'm looking at a shorter time frame and just kind of looking at currently updated data, I like to use TradingView because it updates it every second from the exchanges. And that's important for me when I'm doing this tighter analysis. I realize that kind of sounded like a sales pitch, so let me just tell you this. I am not sponsored by TradingView or CoinTrader, so I have no affiliation with either of them. I'm just telling you guys what I like to use, and they're both free. So let's take a look back here. This is what we were looking at a minute ago, and let's just grab that fractal and add it up in here and see how we look in regards to time. Nothing looks unusual right now. Everything looks kind of in line. We're kind of just waiting to see, are we going to come back and test below? As you saw on the other chart, we actually, on the previous fractal, did come down and touch below here, but on this exchange, which is Bitstamp, it didn't back then. So, hey, it's possible that we don't. And if we really kind of zoom out on this thing and look at the dates on this, we could see that it doesn't look as crazy when it's kind of stretched out like that, right? It would just be just kind of a ride up, and that would take about 2 months. It would get us there in the middle of March. It looks a lot crazier when we tighten it up. But when you stretch it out a little bit, you have 2 whole months for that, right? So it would just be a grind and a grind. But that would get us there around March 16th if we followed the same exact structure. So let's zoom right back on in again. We've got the new year right now. It's really exciting. I don't know how much trading is really going to be done on the first of the year, right? A lot of people, and probably a lot of my viewers, are just tired from last night. Everybody stayed up super late. A lot of people, what was yesterday? Just a Tuesday. Most people are in bed at, a regular hour preparing for work the next day. But last night, everybody stayed up super late. So doubt a lot of trading is going on. And really, I doubt a lot of people are looking for extreme intense technical analysis today. More of of just kind of a sit back and chill kind of day. And that's kind of how I'm feeling too. So I don't know if we're really going to get a whole lot of action today. I was surprised we actually didn't get like another little sell-off right before the end of the year yesterday. That was quite interesting. Obviously that's just a speculative assumption to assume something would occur within time, and I don't really like to do a lot of time assumption because it's just really, really, really difficult to predict time. Like, and I'm sure you guys all know that. You followed a lot of people on Twitter, you followed a lot of people on YouTube who have predicted time, and time is just it's darn near impossible to predict, and that's why I don't really like to do it ever. Because if I predict time, I can tell you right now, there's a 90% chance, 95% chance I'm going to be wrong, right? No one can predict time, so I don't like to do it. But I do like to I do like to put the previous fractals over and take a look at it and see what the time was looking like then. And that can maybe give us a look into what's going to happen next based on time from the past. But it is never a guarantee. So zooming in on this a little bit, we could see that if we were to follow that fractal and if this was to be the bottom, we would get something we would start grinding pretty soon, so it'll be interesting to see what happens there. So I thought we'd keep this video kind of light, tight, and bright for the new year. I know a lot of people are tired today. I'm tired too, but I wanted to get something out there for you guys and let you know that I'm still here. And you can check me out on my Twitter at BCBacker right there. And I hope you guys have a nice, relaxing day to start the year out because I know we all have to get back into the grind starting tomorrow. So I wish you all the best. Please like this video. Thank you guys so much for all those likes on those videos yesterday. That really does mean the absolute world to me. If you could like this video, hey, I would be grateful to you. You guys also gave me a ton of really nice comments. I really do appreciate all that support. I do try to read every single one of them, and I try to reply to a lot of them. It gets hard because there's so many of you guys, and man, that just makes me feel amazing. Like it is a total trip to see all the support. It is really crazy. I was just like you not too long ago, just a regular dude hanging out on my computer charting all day long. I decided to start talking about what I see, and holy moly, there's so many of you that are just like me and really like to look at all this stuff. So thank you so much for all those likes and those comments and that support. It really does mean a ton to me. So again, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you want to check out a lot of the computer stuff that I use, like my mouse and my keyboard and my computer and my monitors, I've got links to that stuff to Amazon in the description of my video. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. You can get updated every time I post a new video. And as always, this is not investment advice. I'm not a financial advisor, but if you ever need a pick me up or a little bit of reassurance, just remember that the blockchain backers got your back. Have a good one.